Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Colts going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown.
Glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And it's up and good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is T.J. Yeldon trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And shedding through the tackle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The slot man in motion right. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Come on, let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Crowell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Kaiser. Being chased out left. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They begin with a run by Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Kaiser now on second down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Second down and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 57 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He'll drop to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Caught left side by Hilton. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 74 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 1-9.
Again, it's Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Second down, Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Kaiser on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 190.
In motion, the tight end. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Looking to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He's these two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Green,
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. First and 10, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
Final play of the half. Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. Able to slither by. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Dante Moncrief, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From the gun, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. Another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field and following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Let's go! Flex round!
To throw is Kaiser. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Hilton. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Kaiser now from the 50. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Going for a right side here, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And the Browns getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the interception, Kaiser, he'll air this one toward Coleman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go! Brad 38! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
Second down, Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Here we go! What? 90! Ohio!
A first down throw for Kaiser. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They come up in an offset eye. Kaiser now. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go, 56.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
But he's got his man Hilton. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth, now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, but when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.